Welcome back, everyone. It is Friday, June 21st in the MLB. It is Austin, joined by Logan. Today we have 5 picks, but first and foremost, Logan, we must do a recap of yesterday. Very good day for us. 4-1. Beautiful. We needed one of those days. Started the day off with a massive sweat. Twins team total over 4.5. Wow. I don't know how they managed to get that done, but maybe that's a sign of times finally changing. We got a little bit of luck to go our way. Don't worry. Right after that pick, Luis Heel started, and he humbled us a little bit. He stunk. He was our only loser of the day, Luis Heel. Over 17.5 outs, not even close. But then we rallied. Our parlay of the day hit. Ketel Marte and Anthony Volpe got their hits. And then we wrapped up the day with Cardinals' first 5 money line in black and white. They cashed out. Technically, a parlay that they relied on Jerickson Profar to get a miracle hit that we did not deserve. But maybe that is finally some luck to go Logan and I's way. And hopefully we can turn that into some momentum today. We get another 5 picks. We'll dive into them in one moment. But first and foremost, I want to talk about one great offer currently on Fanatics for my people out in Ohio. You can get $1,000 in bonus bets. Hey, pretty good offer. All you got to do is sign up, top link in description. You can make a bet up to however much, really. I think it's up to like $10,000, and you get that amount matched in bonus bets, win or lose. So pretty good offer. Take advantage of it. It's up to $1,000. Pretty good offer. Go check it out. All the details down below. Now let's dive into the picks today. As I've been talking about, we've done really well on our hit parlays. So we got another 2. The first one we'll talk about is the parlay of the day. It will be posted later this morning. It will be linked in the description and in the pinned comment. Go check it out. It should be live around 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. That's around when we send it to the editors over there to post it. Another 2 hitters trying to go for a 4th straight. We'll see if we can get that done. Check it out. Top link and pinned comment in description. And as always, we've been doing the last few days. We've been doing more hit parlays, and we're going to go back to this one, and we're going to do a different another hit parlay in the video. It's going to be these 2 guys, Trey Turner and Jerickson Profar, each to record a hit plus 100 on FanDuel. Some pretty good value there, plus 100 on hit parlay. We'll take it. I'm going to talk about the Phillies a little bit more later on in this video, spoiler, but I really like Trey Turner's matchup tonight as they're facing Jordan Montgomery. Now, if you look at Trey Turner, obviously he was injured for a while, but he came back, had a hit in both of the 2 games he returned in, got a day off, and now he's back here going up against Jordan Montgomery. And if you talk about Trey Turner, while he is 0 for 3 against J-Mo, I say he's pretty due there, and we've seen him hit pretty well all year long. He's batting .333 or higher against all the top 3 pitches J-Mo's going to throw. I really like Trey Turner to get a hit. And then the last leg, Jerickson Profar. As I said yesterday, if you watched Profar, he was, we were 3-1 going into Profar, just needing a hit from him. Oh, man, how he got a hit? It's a miracle. He hit one to Christian Yelich out in left field, and Yelich lost it in the lights, and they counted it as a hit for us. We'll take it. But he went 1 for 5, and that was his only hit. So I'm going to count him as hitless, let's say, and I think he bounces back. But either way, he's facing Colin Ray, who's batting 250 or giving up 255 batting average to lefties. And Profar's still not getting priced as good as he's been. He's batting .321 on the year, hitting 5 straight, hitting over .330 at home. He has great splits against the pitches he'll see from Colin Ray. I'm going to keep rolling with him. Look, if we can get some luck from Jerickson Profar, I'm going to keep riding with the hot hand. I like both these 2 guys' matchups, plus 100 on FanDuel. It is a 2-leg hit parlay. If you want to parlay it with the other 2 hitters from the odds checker one, you certainly can. The one that we'll talk about in the pinned comment, go check that out yesterday. That parlay would have hit. If you took every guy for 2+ bases, that would have hit yesterday. Hopefully the hitters can stay hot for us. But Logan is going to try to back a team that wrecked us yesterday. Hopefully they can support us today. Who are you rolling with, Logan?
Yeah, this is sort of a scene of the crime pick. Taking the Baltimore Orioles team total over 4.5, minus 120 odds on BetMGM is your best value. Now, wear my Orange Birds jersey. They did totally wreck my Luis Heel bet. I mean, they wrecked first of all, if I knew that many people were on Luis Heel, if I would have checked Twitter and saw it 25 different times, would have made me feel some type of way. But Luis Heel had an epically bad outing in that one. I'm back in the Orioles to kind of continue that offensive momentum that they just did. They obliterated Luis Heel yesterday. To see the Orioles as minus 160 road favorites in Houston, that definitely sticks out to me. If I'm looking up and down the slate, I'm like, wow, they are really priced as that heavy road favorites, which is absolutely crazy. Rather than lay the juice on the money line or take a shot at the minus 1.5 run line, I think the team total is the best bet in this one because Grayson Rodriguez could go allow 7 earned runs himself. We don't care. We just isolate it to the team total variable. And we look at who they're facing today. It's going to be Jake Bloss. He's making his MLB debut for the Astros. And look, facing an Orioles team that just hung 17 on Luis Heel and the Yankees, it seems like a bad spot to be Bloss in this one. I have no idea who this guy is. I looked up his obviously AA stats because he's actually making the jump from AA to the majors and facing a team that just scored 17 and 7 runs in back-to-back games. Look, man, that's tough. That's going to be a really tough matchup for him. And I have to take the Orioles to be able to continue that offensive momentum against a pitcher that's never pitched in the majors and never even pitched in AAA. This is a really weird jump for me, to see how he does today. I don't know, because big league hitters perform a lot differently than minor league hitters. They don't miss mistake pitches, and especially this Orioles team, every mistake pitch that Luis Gil made yesterday, they hit for an extra base hit. It was wild to see. Over the last 7 days, the Orioles are hitting .301 against righties. That's 4th best in the majors. I mean, continue that today against Jake Bloss. We would love to see that. Baltimore also 13th in batting average with runners in scoring position over the last week. Pretty solid. I mean, they're middle of the pack. They've been getting the timely hits, and you look at some of the hitters. Santander hitting .280 this month. Gunnar Henderson hitting .333 this month. Several of those guys in the top of the order have been getting it done. Tony Taters hopefully hits the 3-run bomb for us today. Would love to see that. And then we look at the bottom half of the order. When the Orioles are getting production from Mullins, Hayes, Urias like they did yesterday, I'm telling you, this team is very, very hard to stop. And is Jake Bloss going to get in the way of this team? I don't really see it. And we go to the bullpens, because who knows how long he lasts. Houston, 11th in bullpen ERA. They've been getting better. They've been getting more steady in the bullpen, but I still like the Orioles to be able to score runs in this one. They made a statement in New York City, obviously, with how they closed out the last 2 games of that Yankees series. I think they want to once again make a statement in Houston against a team that's a perennial contender, World Series contender. This is the spot for the Orioles to score a lot of runs and win in a big way. I love the Orange Birds today as my favorite pick. But Austin, you got another pick. Where are you going for yours?
Yeah, I mean, I really like the O's pick. Obviously, you're facing a guy that's never pitched in the MLB, so you never know what you're getting. But they also pitched Abreu, Presley, and Hader yesterday, the Astros, that is. So we'll see if they use any of those guys. And outside of those guys, the rest of the Astros bullpen has been very hit or miss all season long. But I got another pick, and we're going to a team total just like Logan, but I'm going to isolate it just the first 5, because I'm taking the Phillies. First 5 team total over 2.5 runs, currently -120 on DraftKings. Now, obviously, we backed the Phillies a few times in the first 5. They delivered for us last time whenever we backed them. I forget who we backed them from, the Padres. But either way, they got the job done, and I think Randy Vasquez, that is. That guy's dog meat. But let's talk about the Phillies, though, and how I think they're going to get to Jordan Montgomery. Now, obviously, we're on Trey Turner to get a hit, and if he wants to hit a 3-run homer in the first 5, we welcome that. But at the same time, I just think they have really good splits and a great chance to put up some runs against Jordan Montgomery. Now, as I talked about with Montgomery, he hasn't been great this year. 6 ERA and a 1.63 whip. That's one of the highest whips in baseball, and he's been really struggling. Now, is he coming off a good start? Yeah, it went 5 innings pitched scoreless against the White Sox. Does that count? I don't personally think so. That's the White Sox. Prior to that, we look at J-Mo's numbers. They weren't all too good in his previous 6 starts. Here's how earned runs he allowed: 3, 4, 2, 8, 6, and 3. Obviously, 3 earned runs would probably cash us here unless he allows the 3rd later on in the 6th or 7th inning if he's going that far. But the only game he really allowed less than 3 was against the Marlins. And he gave up like 9 hits in that game. The Marlins just couldn't get those timely hits. But J-Mo's really struggling with runners in scoring position, giving up a .371 batting average with runners in scoring position on 2nd or 3rd. And when there's 2 outs, that's up to .321. Well, down to .321. But .321 still ain't good. If you're going down to .321, that's not very good sign. So look at the Phillies team. We've talked about them all the time. They're very, very good at Citizens Bank Park. That's where they average the 2nd most runs at home in baseball. The only team that averages more runs at home, the Royals, who obviously you can see the Royals really good at home. They stink on the road right now. But other than that, you look at J-Mo's props. His hits allowed 6.5. You rarely see a line that high. And his earned runs line at 3.5, outs line 15.5. Look, the Phillies have been really good against lefties, but really good at home. I think they're able to put up 3 on J-Mo. And like I said, if you want some motivation factor, obviously the Phillies lost the D-backs in the playoffs. And you remember if the D-backs put their flag and planted it on the Citizens Bank Park field. So if they want to come in here with some added motivation, go for it. But I just think they'll be able to put up some damage on Jordan Montgomery, get us 3 runs. I really like the Phillies. First 5 team total -120. Wish it was better value than -120, but I think they get us 3 runs pretty easily. If we want to score bomb Harper, we could do anything, but we need some Trey Turner production too. I really like the Phillies matchup today against Jordan Montgomery. But what I like more than that, Logan, is the return of Nerfy Nation time, baby. Get the rock music out, get the flags, and we're dominating. We're cashing the 6 quick and easy outs. Nerfy Nation is back for the summer. We got a really good one we really like today, and we're going to dive right into it real quick and talk with these 2 pitchers that we think are going to get the job done. We're heading out to Detroit, where we're taking the Nerfy in the White Sox and Tigers game. It's currently -120 on Fanatics. Now, I think next best value is minus 125 or minus 130. As always, Logan and I don't like to play nerfies above minus 120 or minus 130, 35-ish. You get into the minus 140s range, you're asking for a solo homer or some just trash thing to happen. So minus 120, we will take it. Now we're going to start with the guy that needs to get us the first 3 outs, Jack Flaherty. Now, Jack Flaherty has been really dominant this year. He's 9-4 on nerfies, 4-1 at home. White Sox are a team that's been struggling. They're tied for 26th in first inning runs. They have nerfied, knock on wood, 12 straight games, and Flaherty has nerfied in 6 straight. So been pretty solid. You look at Flaherty's other props, his earned runs line, and I kid you not, you don't see this ever. 1.5 plus 100. So you're getting plus money if you think he's going to give up 2 earned runs. Same thing as the White Sox first 5 team total. I'm looking at you, Luis Robert. Please do not hit a homer. That will send Logan and I into a pain of misery. I really think he gets us those first 3 outs, and then who's going to have to take us home on the bottom half of the inning, Logan?
Yeah, no Luis Robert home runs, please. Eric Fetty, get us those last 3 outs we need. He starts for the White Sox. Fetty, 12-3 on nerfies. Really incredible, actually, so far this year for Eric Fetty. The Tigers, 21st in first inning runs. They've nerfied in 4 straight games. Knock on wood. Hopefully that continues today. And you look at Eric Fetty. He's allowing only a 192 batting average with runners in scoring position, which drops to a .074 with 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. I really like this matchup for Eric Fetty, being a ground ball, pitch to contact pitcher. Hopefully he's able to get those 3 outs, no sweat, avoid the extra base hits, the leadoff doubles, any sort of stuff like that. And Austin, you mentioned the Diamondbacks planted a flag, here in Citizens Bank Park. We're going to plant a flag in Detroit today for Nerfy Nation. Let's buy those flags.
Let's buy those flags, baby. Those are our favorite picks of the day. A reminder, we'll do our hit parlay, another one on Odds Checker. Those have hit 3 straight. Let's go for a 4th straight. Check it out, pin comment in description. Hopefully we can continue some momentum from yesterday. Got a fresh cut. Maybe that could be the difference. We are in a change of scenery, so not a lot of editing today or through Sunday, just at a family reunion close to my house. So let's have a great day. Let's go 5-0 today, and let's hopefully build on some momentum from yesterday. And most importantly, let's fly these flags, baby. Those are favorite picks. Y'all have a wonderful Friday, and we'll see you guys back again tomorrow morning, hopefully bringing out the brooms. We'll see you guys then. Peace.